me. She's gonna chocolate from me. Good. You guys will not be going to sleep tonight during the show. That's good. Everybody else, make sure you guys take a deep breath. So everybody go and take a deep breath right now. Say, I'm ready. Good. Say, I'm ready. Good. Excellent. Hopefully they're ready too, right? Because it's their big debut here at Oxford College. We have some great performers from the CBS Diversity Showcase, directed by our very own friend, Rick Nakeda. Raise your hand or make some noise for Rick Nakeda if you've seen our Latino Thought Maker series right here, folks. If you're looking for Annie or liking, no, he's not right here. This is the Latino Thought Maker series, and we've been here for over 4 years, almost it seems. I've been here since the beginning. And we'd like to thank Oxford College and the foundation for supporting this wonderful program and bringing Hollywood here to Oxford College. My name is Fernando with 3 R's, and I hope you guys have a great time. Take lots of pictures tonight, yes? Use the hashtag Latino Thought Makers and hashtag Oxford College. Make sure you sign up for our email newsletter at www.latinothoughtmakers.com. Hey, one more time for you guys, latinothoughtmakers.com. We're also on Twitter and on Instagram, so make sure you sign up, follow us. Who does social media here? Raise your hand, and you social media activists. Yeah, does anyone have a YouTube channel out there? Yeah? What's your YouTube channel like? What do you like to talk about on your YouTube channel?
Show them a lot of things that like DIY.
You like arts and crafts, do it yourself stuff. What's your YouTube channel?
Nadia Rain.
Nadia, is that, how do you spell that so some folks here can follow you and subscribe?
Nadia is N-A-D-I-A and Rain, not a rain, but like rain, like art.
Like rain but not rain? Okay, so tell me how you spell it.
R-E-I-G-N.
Because you're a queen, aren't you? You won't be a queen. Right now you're a princess because you're this tall. But when you're this tall, you get to be a queen. Are you excited for the new Beauty and the Beast movie coming out?
Yes.
Sorry, I just love to talk about Beauty and the Beast. It's one of my favorite movies. You could be the next, Belle. Wouldn't that be great? I'm not. She's not an actress. She's not an actress, folks. She's not an actress. Maybe I'll be Lumiere. Who knows? It's my dream role on Broadway. Folks, again, sign up for our newsletter. We have, I think, 3 or 4 more shows here at Oxford College, and then we'll take a little summer break like most of you during the summer, but then we'll be back again in the fall of 2017, all right? So everyone take your phones out, latinothoughtmakers.com, find us on Latino Thought Makers Instagram, Twitter, follow us on Facebook, tell your friends, use that hashtag Latino Thought Makers, hashtag Oxford College. All right. Now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome Oxford College's very own Vice President of Liberal Arts, Dr. Art Sanford. Come on out, Dr. Art. How are you? Take it away.
Thanks, Fernando, for that promotion. I'm Dean of Liberal Studies, but I'll take it. On behalf of, first of all, welcome to the beautiful Oxford College Performing Arts Auditorium. Bienvenidos a nuestro propio Palacio de Bellas Artes aquí in Oxford College. On behalf of, I'd like to thank the people who helped make these events possible, starting with our Board of Trustees. I see Mr. Arturo Hernandez just walked in. Vice Chancellor Dr. Rick Post is here with his lovely wife. Representing the Oxford College Administration, none other than Oscar Cobian. And if any students are out there interested in performing arts, we have the Department Chair of the Visual Performing Arts here with us, Dr. Amy Edwards. So, of course, our host for this evening is Mr. Rick Nakeda. Rick is, of course, a well-known director, producer, comedian, actor, and author of his book entitled Almost White. Most people don't know this also, but earlier in his career, Rick authored Un Diccionario Bilingüe. It's a bilingual English to Chicano-Spanish dictionary. And I came across it this afternoon in the Oxnard College Library reference section. And I was flipping through it, I came across the English word foreplay. And Rick's definition, according to him in Chicano-Español, is orale. So, without further ado, please welcome our host for this evening, Mr. Rick Nakeda.
other Latino thought makers here at Oxnard College, it is a great pleasure to be here tonight. Your community has been very special to me. Every time I come here from LA, when I drive by those farms and I see the strawberries out there, you can just actually reach out and touch them. I'm so tempted to steal them, but I know they're wrong. You can't go out and taste here, that's wrong. But what this is our forum, our chance to see us and talk to us, and really what I really believe that Latinos are always the solution, we are never the problem. And it's so important that now more than ever to tell good stories about our people and really go out here and laugh. Tonight we have the CBS Diversity Sketch Comedy Showcase, which I've been doing for nearly 12 years. You know, that show, 65 series regulars have gone on to Saturday Night Live, Mad TV. Kate McKenna, who just got the Emmy for Saturday Night Live, came from the program. Randall Park, who's on Fresh Off the Boat, came from the program. And so many more others. What this is about, the program has been, is about creating opportunity. What I love about Oxnard College is they create opportunity here in a community that's nearly 70% Latino. You can applaud that. Although I must say we are a very fertile people, so not that difficult for any of us. Just one good quinceañera and bam, we just populated. Sometimes the quince, which is a concern to me. But the point is this. Tonight's about comedy. So tonight is about laughter, and it's about the work we do, and the show you're about to see with the CBS Diversity Sketch Comedy Showcase is a little bit on the adult side, I must warn you. So if you're Amish, or you're maybe 5 years old, this may be shocking to you. But I think you'll like what it does. And so I always tell people to take off the politically correct hats and just be prepared to laugh. But another part about this is about sketch comedy, which has been so much part of our world. And to honor sketch comedy, we always bring a lot of great talent to Oxnard. And a gentleman that I've seen for years, one of the best cast members on Saturday Night Live, a guy that I admire not only as a Latino to see what he's done to pave the way for all of us, but his work, it's exemplary. It's brilliant. Take a look at this clip.
For a session with fan producing
All right, guys, I think we're ready to lay this first track down. By the way, my name is Bruce Dickinson. Yes, the Bruce Dickinson. And I got to tell you.
I'll call him a friend because I've got to know him over a period of time. Ladies and gentlemen, Horatio Sands.
Wait, can you guys hear us? No. We're cowbell.
You want to hear him? You want to hear him? Oh, my mic pack is off? Okay. All right. In this case, our technical advances haven't caught up. All right. Is your mic back on? Check it out.
Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Is it on?
It's on.
No?
Hi, everybody. I'm saying funny things the last 4 minutes.
Yeah. No, what you guys missed was really funny. I wanted to tell you. This is live, and what's great about this is our conversation. Does that sound better?
Your mic's inside, so it's like trying to take your heart.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. It sounds a little fast.
Yeah.
Better.
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah, this is perfect.
Okay. So you get to see the backstage stuff that we love to show you. So,
thank you for having us, Oxnard.
It is a national dish.
It is, yeah.
So you start off with your parents.
Oh, and then I started taking classes at improv. Well, it was called Improv Olympic. And then I went to Second City, And so I was there for a couple of years, and then Saturday Night Live.
Well, you had the audition for Saturday Night Live. What was the feeling behind that? I mean, that's a pretty intense audition.
I missed the auditions 2 years earlier because I was out of town touring. So I missed these auditions, like what I've been waiting my whole life for. So I was always like, oh damn, if I only would have had a chance to audition.
Yeah.
So luckily, 2 years later they came again. And by then I already had all this other experience, so I was much better prepared for it. And my musical director at the time is Jeff Richmond, who is Tina Fey's husband. And we were all friends at the time. So, you know, they told me auditions are coming up, we're gonna send a producer, hopefully they'll invite you to audition. And they came, and then I had like 3 months to prepare. So they came and saw a show in Chicago and then said, we're gonna probably audition you in August. So I had a bunch of time to prepare, so that was also very fortunate.
What was it, now, you're on a stage, SNL, audition there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right in home base where you see the monologues.
Yeah.
And they do that on purpose to make you scared.
Do you think so?
No, I've been told that, yeah.
Really?
Well, to put the pressure on you.
Yeah.
Because nothing, you know, there's no way to compare how you're going to be on live television, but if you kind of get through this kind of thing without it affecting you too much, then, you know, it kind of indicates that you'll be okay performing.
Now, you were the first Latino to be on Saturday Night Live. You were the first Latino to be on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Groundbreaking. I mean, groundbreaking. What were your first?
You know what? It didn't seem like it. It seemed at the time like I kind of was aware of it because I would always use that as something I could say, hey, you guys don't have a Latino, but I wasn't really aware that they hadn't had, you know, in all those years. And yeah, they didn't have a Latino woman until just recently, and that was mostly because people were complaining about it on the internet.
And she actually came from the CBS Diversity Showcase too.
Yeah.
So it's the CBS Diversity Showcase really spawned a lot of people on Saturday Night Live. Yassine Petrod, Kate McKenna, and Melissa Dillon Senor, and I think John Dillon.
Yeah, and also Kate McKenna.
Kate McKenna, yeah. So that's a really great group. No, I just mentioned Kate McKenna. So, but were you being asked to play Latino roles at first, or?
Is that me, Echo? Yeah, well, anyway, you know. Yeah, so no, I think, you know, it just came up one time where I hadn't really done a lot of sketches, and I was going to be in Chris Kattan's Too Sexy sketch, where he plays Antonio Banderas. It's basically him doing a terrible Latino accent. Yeah, too sexy, it's too sexy. And then I was in the background playing guitar, like, too sexy, too sexy. And I was dressed as a mariachi, and I was like, this is great. I'm going to be in the sketch. And then I'm like, Kattan's like, it's a hit. We're going to do it again in 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh no. Because I was so afraid that I was going to be typecast from that point on. Because I hadn't really, no one knew who I was at the time, so I didn't want my first thing to be something stereotypical, and that other writers would be like, oh, he does that well, so then it would just be a continuation of that or whatever, like an avalanche of people trying to do well for you, but it not working out. So, luckily, you know, I asked to be taken out of it.
How did you react?
Well, they said, yeah, I have to go. It was like I almost got in trouble. It was like I had to go talk to the principal. They're like, okay, you have to go talk to Warren. And I'm like, okay. So I had to go talk to the Don. He was pretty cool about it. You know, he was kind of more like, he wasn't really aware of it. You know, I don't think he really was, like, he's not very much aware about that kind of thing.
I mean, he lives in a pretty
world. He lives in a small world, and he's probably put himself in an even smaller world.
Yeah, it's not exactly he knows much about mariachis.
Exactly. So he convinced me that he goes, you know, you'll get a chance to do other things, and I was like, okay, but you know, and then so he said, if you still want to be taken out, I will. You can. And so then Jimmy took over, and it was great because Jimmy in a mariachi outfit is funnier than me. So it all worked out.
He's a great singer.
He is great. He's beautiful.
Yeah. So, but I know a lot of people would say, hey, that's, you know, it's the problem most Latino actors have to encounter is you're playing roles a lot of times not written, it's not really perspective, or, you know, I don't think mariachi is big on the list.
what's even a bigger problem now, that you could say that this is happening now, where people are going into auditions giving them what they expect, because it's like, well, I know what you cast me normally as, you know, so they kind of go in there. And so when I was trying to do, you know, I was curating videos for this Latino branch of Broadway video. A lot of people were coming in doing a lot of stereotypical stuff, and I'm like, no, it just has to be from you. It doesn't have to be stereotypical. It doesn't even have to be about mimicking Latino, as long as it's an honest interpretation of something from you. And so that's kind of where I am with that. Is that there needs to be, obviously there needs to be more, but it needs to be from the top, and if no one's at the top, it's hard to change.
And that's what you did right there, was actually very brave to do for, you know, someone starting out on SNL to go to Lord Michael's office and say, by the way, I don't want to play the mariachi, if that's all you cast at. Which I think says a lot about you. And I think that's the problem that Latinos have. There hasn't been many Latino writers that have decided a lot. You understand that position?
There have been a few. There are actually a few now.
There's getting more?
Yeah. They're good with that. And I think Mas Mejor has helped that, because they know from their work on Mas Mejor that they're going to be good. So yeah, there's been some casting from.
And you were co-founders of Mas Mejor?
Yeah, I curated it and helped start it. Yeah.
And so, how do you feel that right now what's happening with Mas Mejor and everything? You're now on an NBC show.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's coming out April 25th.
Yeah, it's called Great News. It'll be out April 25th.
What do you play that show?
I play a mariachi.
The point is, it's a
Howard mariachi, who makes his own decisions and his own playlist.
He was a college from Yale, correct?
Yeah. He's from Phoenix College, we find out.
Yeah.
No offense if you.
But what's your character like? It's like not, I don't think it's American.
Oh, I got in trouble because, you know, it's a silly comedy. It's like 30 Rock. And it stars Andrea Martin and me and other people. But it's kind of like a newsroom comedy. You know, but it's full of jokes. But I was like talking about it, and I was saying that I've been around a lot of editors, so I know how to play an editor, because I play an editor. And I started out by saying, you know, I used to go hang out with editors, but eventually the smell of farts in McDonald's became overwhelming. So the editors, no, so I've met a lot of editors, and mostly what I was saying about it is that they're kind of like, they're artistic people, but they don't have the flair to show it, so they're kind of good at it, but they're in an office, so they're kind of, but what I meant is I've seen a lot of them do their work, and I know that of them, that they're artistic, smart people. They're not just grunts. They're just kind of shy people.
Yeah. No, it's kind of people that choose to be behind the camera versus in front of the camera.
Yeah, but it sounded like I was saying I was like Daniel Day-Lewis, like I was hanging out watching editors. And so a lot of the castmates were making fun of me, like I was method.
Final draft pro and all these things.
Yeah, because I'm the least. Yeah. I'm always like, yeah, here's me typing. Here's me on the computer. Here's me flying a plane.
When they're cutting to you, you're just, you know, talking about the editor stuff.
Yeah, barely. It'll be still fun, because it's not all about.
Did you have fun making it?
I did. We shot it at Universal, and we created this newsroom in New York, the New York One newsroom.
I've been on New York.
It's a great station. If you don't know it, it's really fun.
It's the station that everyone watches in New York. It's the one.
It's all local news.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just crappy news.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest.
But it's on all the time.
But it's like they have some Time Warner deal where you have to watch them. As soon as you turn it on, it's New York One. And then it's the guy who talks like, so good for taking naps, not so much for getting news. And then we created the whole studio in Universal, and so we were shooting there. And I mean, you hear it all the time, like, oh man, I love these people. They're my best friends, you know, my family. But it really is true. You know, Andrea Martin is one of my heroes. And as is Michael Higgins, a great improv actor. So to me, I was like, you know, this show is good without me, you know, and that's a really great place for me to be.
Well, it's great because it's an ensemble.
It totally is. Yeah, it's most diverse. You know, you got me and Nicole Richie, whatever she is, you know. She's diverse.
Father?
Her father's
Black?
black, yeah.